Good morning, class. Today we will be talking about absolute values and how to graph absolute values. First, what is an absolute value? An absolute value is a numerical value of a real number without regard to its sign, otherwise known as the distance the number is away from zero. For example, the absolute value is written as bar x bar, where x is a number we are finding the value for. So a few examples. The absolute value of 4 equals what? Well, 4 is how many units from 0. It's 4 units away from 0, so therefore the absolute value of 4 equals 4. The absolute value of negative 5 equals what? Well, negative 5 is 5 units away from 0, so the absolute value of negative 5 equals 5. So can we get a negative number from an absolute value? Well, no, a negative number will never come out of an absolute value because we can never have a negative distance away from 0. So graphing absolute values. A few things to remember when you're graphing absolute values. So all absolute values will end up in a V shape on the graph. We can do anything to the absolute value equations that you can do with a regular equation. Always be aware of where the absolute value signs are located in the equation. Also, set up a table to find your y values already given your x values. So, graph number 1, we have y equals the absolute value of x. So the y values are going to be 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. When we graph this, we get an exact V in the middle of our graph that starts at 0, 0 and goes at a 45-degree angle to the right and the left. So graph number 2, well, y equals 2 times the absolute value of x. So I'll go straight down the y table. So we have 6, 4, 2, 0, 2, 4, and 6. When we plot this graph, we're going to have our center at 0, 0, and we're still going to have a V, except the lines are going to be closer together, more condensed, because we're multiplying it by a number greater than 1. So we will be doing a short quiz that I will go over with y'all after everybody is done with it. Well, number 1 is y equals the absolute value of x minus 1. So let's fill out the chart first. So we plug in 3. That's going to be the absolute value of 2 is 2. Then we plug in the 2, that's 1. Plug in the 1, 0. Plug in the 0, that's going to be negative 1, but the absolute value changes it to 1. Negative 1, 2, negative 2, 3, and negative 3 is going to be 4. So now we'll graph these. So we'll go 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, negative 1, 2, negative 2, 3, and then negative 3 and 4. So once again we have our V for the graph, but it's just shifted over to the right because we subtracted it by 1 in the equation. So now number 2, we have y equals the absolute value of 2 times x. So we'll plug in all our values again. So 3, 6, 4, 2, 0, negative 2 is going to go to 2, 4, and 6. So we'll graph this once again. 3, 6, 2, 4, 1, 2, 0, 0, and then it's going to be the same on the left side. So negative 1, 2, negative 2, 4, negative 3, and 6. So we have our V